Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shane here, aka Contrast Gaming UK, and we're back playing FTL Faster Than Light. We're still on our maiden voyage. We're still in the first sector of the maiden voyage, rather interestingly. We're currently guiding a ship whose control system piloting navigation thing has gone haywire, and we're taking them to the nearest garage. The rebel fleet is approaching behind us, but not at a particularly fast rate. So let's keep going. Your jump leads you to a completely unremarkable binary star system. There is nothing else around. Okay, so pretty chilled at the moment. Let me explain what happened last episode. We've recently just hired Joel. He is an alien race that I've already forgotten the name of. We've put him into the engine room because he is completely resistant to fire, which means if there is a fire anywhere around here, he can still go in and repair our life support system, the oxygen here, if that should get damaged in battle. Let's get ready to jump to the quest marker. Hopefully these guys will reward us handsomely and not just turn on us. You escort the ship to the requested beacon. Much to your dismay, you are ambushed by a rebel ship. You walked right into their trap. See, I told you we were going to play this like I would play it in real life and be kind to people, but it's not really paying off. Now, as you can see down here, they do have a drone, and it's going to be important that we take that out fairly quickly because that will get very annoying. I don't know whether strategically that's the best thing to do in these situations, but drones drive me crazy. We've also set the burst laser over here to attack their weapons room. Leave them without a leg to stand on. And then we will get started on doing other stuff. As you can see, we just got hit by a missile there. Right, their drone is out of action, so let's go for their oxygen and not worry about the Artemis just yet because they only have 4 blocks of whole health left anyway. Oh, the enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. Oh, the day is yours. Show us your honor by allowing us to leave with our lives. Okay, they can have their lives. I hope they go and send the message to the fleet that we are not to be messed with. The Kestrel on our brave adventures. So let's jump to the next location. We've already been to the store. I suppose if we go to the exit beacon, I don't think we have to actually exit the sector straight away because I'd quite like to go and see what is up here all the way to the north. So let's just do another quick jump. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Okay. Ooh. Scanners are showing an intelligent life forms on the nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Okay, well, I suppose it's worth taking a risk. You land a small shuttle in the enormous field. Your only occupants are small, brightly coloured, 6-legged horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? It did say intelligent life forms. Bring some of the creatures on board to sell. Try to communicate peacefully. Let's see if they have a brain before we try and sell them. None of your attempts at communication seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters towards you and forcefully nudges his way from you away from the ship. He seems to want him to follow you. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, they guide you to an Engi ship crash site. Inside, you are able to find a reactivate an Engi. Oh, okay. So look, our crew is definitely growing now. We've got an Engi and one of the fire-resistant guys. We also found some scrap, a drone part, and a clump of fuel. But welcome to the crew, Hector. Hector, what are you going to be useful doing? I suppose I don't really have a job for you. As the engineer, you're just going to be here, there, and everywhere. If we put you in the centre of the ship, I suppose that might make you useful to us. Easily move you about to places. Right, there's another distress call. Distress beacon. Someone might need help. Okay, we'll go to the distress beacon and then we'll come back to the exit. I suppose we won't. We might have time to explore that little thing to the north, but we might not. You've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board. Well, let's see. Let's hail them. The vessel is relieved to hear from you. They are running low on supplies. They suggest a trade. Well, they want to take half my fuel. I don't think so. Politely decline. That could have left us in a bit of a tricky situation. You detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Let's defend the outpost. Detecting a higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage your ship. Okay. Another drone, really? Right, let's take out the drone and let's take out the weapons. Same strategy, it seemed to work for us before. We've still got 13 missiles as well, which is fairly useful. I'm quite surprised we haven't really run into any danger just yet. I know it's the first sector and our first playthrough, but as he says that, we take a load of damage to to our piloting room center thing. But other than that, we had a little bit of damage done to the shields, but it's been pretty it's been pretty plain sailing here on out. Even this ship's not going to be a problem for us. But when we move to the next sector, that could potentially be dangerous. Hopefully we'll have a pretty good choice of sectors we can visit. Hopefully there'll be a friendly one we could go to first, and when we play through a couple of times later, we'll start going to the more dangerous sectors and make it a little bit interesting, a little bit more of a challenge for me. But I don't think I'm quite up to a challenge just yet. The ship breaks apart and you quickly salvage what you can. So 12 more scrap, 1 drone part and 1 fuel. Oh, okay. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by these scouts. Take this on the house. Okay, so they gave us quite a lot of scrap, another 23. And I did say in the last episode that when we could afford it, we would buy another power bar so we could have all of our new shiny systems running at once. Alright, let's jump back to the expert. It's getting pretty close now. As you can see, the rebels are catching up with us. We're going to cut it fine, but I think we're going to get out just in the nick of time, as you can see, right on the borderline. Fantastic. You know, when I was saying, oh, we might get to civilian places and a nice choice. Turns out not so much. We have two hostile sectors we can go to. I think we're going to go to the rebel-controlled sector at the top, only because then our next 2 options will be unidentified civilian sectors, as opposed to having to deal with 2 runs of nebulas, or at least 2 runs of nebulas. Here, if we go for the rebels here, we'll have a green sector, another rebel, a green sector, nebula, and the finale if we get that far. So yeah, we'll go towards the left. And great, and we spawn straight into this scary place. Once the Federation forces were scattered, the rebels came down hard on the locals here. Between the tax collectors and the military bases, the rebel presence in this sector is high. Okay. We're currently in a nebula here. Right, we'll double back on ourselves and we'll take the long way round and down to the exit like that, I think the plan should be. A rebel ship hails. We did not fight a war to let a single Federation ship scatter our dreams of a better galaxy. He locks his weapons. Okay, let's do this. We'll fire the burst laser at his teleporter. Hopefully we're going to be able to afford these at some point. The teleporter will allow him to teleport members of his crew onto our ships, who can just generally come in and wreak havoc and break things, or they can be a bit more sinister and start attacking our crew. As you can see, someone has already got onto the ship. Our Engi is not the strongest, so if we move the Engi here, and if we move a human in to engage this guy, as you can see already, just seconds into the second sector that we're going to visit, it's getting a little bit more difficult. I know for you guys who play a lot of FTL, this is going to be nothing, but to me, who is still fairly new to this, this is quite a dire situation. Engi's in here, so if Engi moves down here, our burst lasers are nearly recharged to start taking them out, and he teleported his guy out just in the nick of time. Right, we're going to show them, we'll take out their oxygen. If this burst laser hits effectively, they are going to be dead. There we go. Woohoo! We won! Great success! 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 21 scrap. Now, as you can see, quite a few members of our crew have got a little bit of damage. It's not a great deal, but if we start moving those into the med bay, as you can see, they're going to start healing themselves. Once they're fully healed, we'll return them back to their rightful positions. Bob is becoming our pro pilot now. As you can see, he's got almost half piloting skills, so he's doing fairly well. James has got a little bit of a mix, a little bit of hand-to-hand combat now. Some shield skills and quite a bit of engine skill. Susie has got a bit of shield skill, a bit of weapon skill, and a little bit of a repair skill. Joel's getting good on the engines, and our Engi hasn't got any skills, but Engis are notoriously good at repairing things anyway, so the skill is irrelevant. So let's move Susie back to the weapons room, And James, where has he been stationed? Oh yeah, James is on shields. Okay, right, let's make a jump. We're still moving northwards at the moment, trying to avoid that nebula cloud. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. They're powering up their FTL drive. If they get away, they'll no doubt warn the fleet. Okay, so we need to take their FTL drive out ASAP. So we'll fire both of our weapons on that. Once we can take down their FTL drive, it's going to take them quite a bit longer to make an escape. Let's just hope our weapons can beat their engines. Right, there we go. That's out now. So let's take out the weapons. Hold on the Artemis for now, because like I say, we want to try and save these right, you get out of there. Engi, go fix the engines. FTL drive being repaired, so we're going to take another shot at the FTL drive. As you can see, our Hector, our Engi, has fixed the engines, and we can swap these guys back over again. They're still trying to fix their FTL drive. We need to take that out, and they're fixing their weapons now at the same time, but that is not a big problem just yet. And they only need one more hit, and they will be completely gone forever. Here it comes. And another rebel fighter is destroyed. We are doing surprisingly well for our first attempt at FTL. My first attempt in a long time, our first playthrough together. But things are going quite swimmingly at the moment. Their ship breaks apart, and you are relieved to know that you are still one step ahead of the fleet. Fantastic. I don't know if they know that I'm here or not yet. I suppose they're finding all this wreckage of their scouts and their fleets. I think I'm going to end the video here for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Please let me know if you're enjoying FTL. I'm really enjoying playing it, and hopefully you are glad to be members of my crew. Until next time, adventurers, see you later. Bye.